The remaining episodes of Love and Hip Hop. Atlanta seemed to be all about Kirk and Kendra Girl. Rumors are swirling that Kirk has cheated on Rasheeda yet again, this time with none other than his co-star Kendra. And if that wasn't messy enough, inside sources claim that their breakup came after some serious receipts surfaced. Word on the street is that Kirk may have been careless with a tape, and now some of the cast members, including Rasheeda and Young Jock, have gotten their hands on it. Rasheeda is furious and Young Jock is caught up in the middle of the drama. This tea is boiling hot. It looks like we're dealing with yet another scandalous betrayal, as Kirk has once again stepped out on Rasheeda, and this time, it's on a whole new level. For those who haven't been keeping up, grab a seat because this is about to get even messier. Reports are flying that Kirk and Kendra, who is also married, filmed a tape that has now been seen and obtained by their partners. And let's just say, both marriages are hanging by a thread. If you've been following Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you already know that Kirk cheating on Rasheeda has practically been a defining factor in their 20-year marriage. But let's not forget, after Rasheeda got pregnant with their first child, she wasn't the only one accused of stepping out. At one point, Rasheeda was accused of cheating on Kirk, with some even questioning whether the child was his. But when a paternity test confirmed that Kirk was indeed the father, Rasheeda eventually admitted to having cheated as well.
Move forward. Nobody is perfect and relationships have issues. But y'all also gotta understand forgiveness too. And that's what I have learned to understand, because we've had to forgive each other. I ain't always been perfect in my marriage. We've had dishonesty from both sides of us in this marriage. We've had infidelities from both sides of us in this marriage.
I believe that Rasheeda's admission of not being completely faithful to her husband changed the entire dynamic of their marriage. It almost seemed to give Kirk a free pass to cheat, and from that point on, things only spiraled further out of control. Not only did Kirk continue cheating on her with Jasmine, but he also got her pregnant. Jasmine's pregnancy with Kirk's child has caused him and Rasheeda nothing but drama and turmoil over the past few weeks. Just a short while ago, Kirk, Jasmine, and Rasheeda sat down for a tense conversation about co-parenting their son, Cannon, and let's just say, it did not go as planned.
Do you realize you didn't even attend Cannon's last birthday because where were you at?
That's the same party that I helped pay for and pay for the gifts, correct?
When we was in mediation, do you even remember what we agreed on? Yeah, you don't know because you don't.
I do know, I'm not.
So the agreement was that you get Cannon the third weekend of every month. Do you do that?
No, we didn't really agree to that because the last time...
It's signed on paper. This is what I just want to say. It's not gonna ever be exactly what you want it to be. But one thing you ain't gonna never, ever, ever have to question or worry about is that boy getting the love and the same treatment as all the other kids when he's around.
Based on Jasmine's admission that she never deleted her texts, it was clear that she had receipts on Kirk, and it didn't take long for her to spill the tea. At first, they tried to pin the blame on her, but that didn't last for long. Jasmine then revealed that she showed up to confront Kirk after he accused her of acting flirtatious at his doorstep. But this time, she came with the truth, and she wasn't holding back.
Kirk invited me to meet him. It's bull. At this point, just pay what you're supposed to pay and be on your merry way. Do that?
No, we didn't really agree to that because the last time...
It's signed on paper. This is what I just want to say. It's not gonna ever be exactly what you want it to be. But one thing you ain't gonna never, ever, ever have to question or worry about is that boy getting the love and the same treatment as all the other kids when he's around. But I feel like y'all owe it to Cannon for it not to be a nitpick.
I feel like I'm just glad to walk down the street sometime because, you know, I was labeled as America's most up person at one time. Women hate me for what happened with her.
Loved him since the first day I heard from you. You don't have to hear from me because Cannon knows what's up. That's all that matters.
You understand why it's a little weird now? But
you know it's not weird.
Because it's genuine. Now all of a sudden.
I always been there since I decided to forgive this. If I forgave him, I gotta take everything that comes with it, and that's Cannon. Y'all figure some out so we can get this boy on track like he need to be on track. It's been too long to be playing these kind of games, guys. Call me back when you do.
Didn't end there because Kirk made some comments that made it look like something was still going on between him and Jasmine.
You can call me anytime. When you need me, call me.
Now that you say that, I'm gonna take your word for it. We'll see.
So if I pick him up from your house and I come to your door, you're gonna be fully dressed, or you're gonna be how you normally be?
How do I normally be?
You came to the door a few times in your birthday suit. You don't think that's happened?
Kidding me?
So that's never happened?
Oh, you making up now.
I don't know what you trying to do, what you trying to pull, but it's okay. Cause listen, I don't erase no message.
And I'm not saying it like I've never...
Now Rasheeda didn't want a public thing, so she had a private sit-down with Kirk and Jasmine to address the screenshots, and this was what went down.
Whatever the number is. So, what's the deal on the text messages? Is that what we got going on? Because the fact that I'm even sitting here, even listening to this is beneath me. And I'm sick and tired of this. Straight up. What is up?
What's up is I take care
If you
of my
thought Kirk
child,
having a
not
child
to-
behind Rasheeda's back was the worst thing he could do, think again. The latest tea, Kirk didn't just cheat on Rasheeda or even just on Jasmine. He's been creeping with another love and hip-hop Atlanta star, Kendra Robinson. And trust me, things are about to get even messier. According to insiders, Kendra's marriage to Young Jock has now dragged Rasheeda straight into this disaster, affecting the entire filming process. Rasheeda is furious that Kirk has been messing around with the wife of another Love and Hip Hop Atlanta cast member. And Young Jock? Oh, he's just as heated. Sources say Jock even pulled up to Kirk's house to confront him, but Kirk had already dipped before Jock could get his hands on him. And here's where it gets insane. Multiple cast members, including Rasheeda and Young Jock, have seen the tape of Kirk and Kendra. Yes, you heard that right. The tape exists. I won't lie, this situation is chaotic, and while I'm not excusing Kendra's actions, let's be real. Young Jock isn't exactly an innocent man either. If anything, Jock might finally be getting a taste of his own medicine. For those who don't know, his marriage with Kendra has had a lot in common with Kirk and Rasheeda's, because let's not forget, Jock has been a known cheater too. In fact, Jock was caught cheating on Kendra just weeks before their wedding, and everyone told her to call it off. But instead, she forgave him, stayed by his side, and went through with the marriage. And if that wasn't bad enough, Jock didn't stop there. He had a child with another woman while Kendra was pregnant. And now, he's out here looking embarrassed. But let's not get it twisted. Kendra's hands aren't clean either. At this point, it's cheater versus cheater. I won't lie, I can't wait for the next episode because this scandal is wild. And to make things even worse, Kirk got exposed just 3 days after Kendra posted a heartfelt Father's Day tribute to Jock on Instagram. Yikes. This is definitely going to shake up the rest of the season. Will Rasheeda finally wake up and leave Kirk after all this? Or will she stick by him yet again? And as for Young Jock, will he file for divorce or will he forgive Kendra the same way she forgave him? Fans have been flooding Kendra's posts, with some saying Rasheeda deserves better and that she should have left Kirk years ago. And honestly, they might be right. I've always said Rasheeda was the real brains in her relationship, while Kirk just rode her wave. And at this point, she needs to let him go because he belongs to the streets. But what do y'all think? Will Rasheeda finally divorce Kirk, or is she going to stick it out like always? Drop your thoughts in the comments and watch this next video, because this drama is far from over.